All right, boys and girls, today we're going to be painting the vase for our still life painting, and we're going to be talking about value. Value is the light to dark range of a color, and the way we make different values is by adding white to create what's called a tint, or we add black to a color to make what we call a shade. So we are actually going to be creating a variation of values. We're going to start with our white tempera paint, which you will be using your bigger brush here, and you're going to start by just painting a white line right down the middle of your vase that you made. Remember, we made these vases by folding a piece of paper in half, drawing a line from top to bottom, and then cutting on that line. We used our symmetry, so when we cut both sides at the same time, we ended up getting our vase to be very symmetrical. If something is symmetrical, it's the same on both sides. So we're going to put a nice thick line of the white there. You might have to go over it just a couple times just to make sure it's nice and solid. And then you're going to take your color of choice. I have chosen purple, and I'm going to take a little bit of this white and just put it off to the side here, just in case I need a little bit more white later. So I'm going to put that off to the side here. I'm going to take a little bit of my purple, and I'm going to mix it in there. Just mix it into that white that I put off to the side. And you can see now I have a tint of that purple. It's like a light purple color. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint this color on each side of my white. I'm going to leave the white there, but I'm going to paint on each side of it, top to bottom. Now I'm going to add a little bit more purple. And as I add more purple, it's going to get a little bit darker and a little bit darker. So you can see that this is a darker tint of the purple, which again, now I am going to put on each side. Covering that oak tag completely. Okay. Now I can go ahead and use just the purple. So now I'll take just my purple and I will put that on either side. Again, I want to make sure I'm covering that oak tag completely. I don't want any little manila color peeking through there. Do it on the other side. And what I wanted to do here was leave just enough space here on my vase to do my shade of purple. So what that means is I'm now going to take my purple color, I'm going to put it over here to one of these little pods, and I'm going to take a little bit of black and I'm going to mix that in, so I'm making a very dark shade of purple. So this will be whatever shade of color you have chosen. I'll give you a few options for your colors. And I want to paint this on the very outer edge of my vase. This will be my last color that I'm adding, my darkest shade. And again, I want to make sure I'm filling in all that oak tag, that manila color of my oak tag there. Voila. And And you can see we have gone from white to darker tint to eventually a shade of our color. When you are done, simply put your brush on your palette and we will put these on the drying rack to dry.